What's going on, you guys? Thank you for joining me again. It's a fact that every year we're looking to get faster and faster. Some days you really want to give it your all. Some days you just want to do the workout. And it got me thinking, how fast can you work out and actually get an effect from it? You know, you take a look around and you see all these workouts today and they're getting faster and faster. It's like soon you're gonna have this 7-minute workout where you just like hook yourself up. How fast can you actually do the thing, get gains, leave, and feel better about yourself? Well, we gotta take into account what conventional wisdom says and what studies say. Conventional wisdom is that you stay active, the recommendation, most days per week, at a moderate intensity for about 20 to 30 minutes, you're considered active. Well, let's break it down. Most days per week, that's 4, all right? Just say 4. 20 to 30, pretty self-explanatory. Moderate intensity would just not be light intensity. So it's probably gonna be, if you're talking about exercise aerobic thresholds, which on average is gonna be, let's say 120 to 100 BPM. The older you are, the lower that is, so 100. What does it take to get you to 100 BPM? Man, you could spend a few minutes in the garden, walking through the mall or the supermarket, wrestling with your dog. You do that 4 times a week, you're active. That's the bare minimum. And so like when you go on vacation and you walk around a lot, that's great, but you basically did the bare minimum. You did the thing that we prescribe you to do if you're a septuagenarian or a retiree. Look, that's great. We're doing more than just minimally staying healthy, we're getting stronger. So what's after that? What's the next best thing to get you active inside the gym and outside? Well, studies point to this. They point to doing more than that. So I gotta be honest, I'm of 2 minds on this one. For weight training and for cardio, you're gonna do your cardio, you probably wanna do what you would know as a HIIT interval. Peak a lot. Bring your body into like an anaerobic range and then lower it at an aerobic range. It's just a HIIT interval, and you can do that with many forms of just straight up cardio, right? You can do it on your bike. That's what I do. I mean, you could walk and run and do a jog run, but it's a lot easier to walk than it is to jog if you're not inclined to do that at all. You know what I mean? Kind of take time off. You can do, what I also love to do is do a lot of boxing and striking. You can do a lot of movement, grappling. There's just an endless list of, you could jump on a rower or an ergometry machine of some sort, whatever. There's a ton of things you can do to kind of keep your body in that HIIT interval to keep it peaking. So extreme cardio is one answer, and of that, we'll say HIIT intervals. You need to keep doing that for 25, 30 minutes where your body is absolutely going to be in a steady state kind of a tempo. The other way is going to be lifting weights, and that's what we're going to talk about. Well, I'm going to show you how to do that today. How are we going to do the most effective and quick workout we can using our weights? And let's think about this. The studies say that you need 6 to 15 reps, right, to do a quick workout, a succinct workout. You need to have a rest period of 2 minutes. These are all generalizations, right? The studies say you can be creative with what we want to do, and what I as a coach would prescribe is this. Nail every single energy system. Do it for about 25 minutes minimum. And that's if you're in exceptional shape and know how to break through your thresholds early on. So you're probably going to end up spending about 30 minutes. And get in at least 3 reps, because at that point you're working your power gains and strengthening your power burst energy system a lot, all right? And this is the type of workout I call a base training system. So I'm gonna take you through 1 set of base training. We're gonna work our legs, because I got a shoulder. Let's do it. This is the quickest way you can work out that's the most effective. So step 1, you're gonna pick an exercise. Maybe they're Olympic lifts, but something that's power related or really heavy, and do it for a few amount of reps. Start your clock and get ready to track your heart rate somehow. since it's legs, since I'm trying to be efficient, since I'm thinking quick but smart, we're gonna do front squats. All right, and I'm not gonna do that many, 6, just for the sake of what we got going today. Be careful not to crush the microphone. Here we go. So we'll start out with something relatively heavy and challenging first. Something that we're not gonna be able to do 20 of. Now, that's about 6. Now I'm thinking about resting my full body to bring the heart rate. Let's check that. And that took me about a minute. So the biggest part about base training is time under tension, what we do with the time we work, and how fast. So that was like a minute. Now I'm gonna take my kettlebells. I'm gonna do a simple kettlebell swing, right? If I wanted to up the ante, I could do 2 at once. So I'm just gonna run through 30 of these, and then I'm gonna superset it back to back with some jump squats. So now I'm doing a weight that's kind of lighter than what we did over there. We're doing a weight that's gonna bring us, I don't know, maybe to 70% of our 1 rep max. And so if this is too easy, I can bring it up a little bit higher. I can go a little bit heavier, but I do wanna get that heart rate into the range of 70% of my max. Thinking that what we did over there was like 90%. And there are no breaks when I'm done with this. And now I use a weight that's a little bit lighter. And all I'm gonna do from this point forward is body weight, okay? So now I'm just gonna go with my body weight now. And I'll just like lunge it out. Remember, it's all dependent on your body weight. Good, and we're getting heart rates into the hundreds easily. And I'll just stay here. And I'll just stay here for how long? Do like 20 to 30 per side because it's body weight. Ideally, you can do a bunch. Good, so that was 1 round right there, and maybe took us 3 minutes, 4 minutes. If I do that 3 or 4 times, we're right in that meaty part of the curve where we're getting, you know, and by the end of it, our resting heart rate in between rounds might be in the 110s, 120s maybe, right? And as we're doing the heavy stuff, it'll peak. The more we do that heavy stuff, it'll peak higher and higher. 25, 30 minutes out the door. And that, hey, that's a good way to pack it all in. All right, cool. Catching my breath, so I'll see you on the next one. Thanks.